A lot of us in the diaspora quietly ask this one big question. Should I stay abroad, or is it time to go back home to Ghana or somewhere else in Africa? It is a question that sits in your mind for months, sometimes years. So today, let's talk about it simply, honestly, and in a way that helps you make the best decision for your future. And there are seasons in life when this question becomes louder. It might be the start of a new chapter, the end of a stressful period, or just that quiet moment when you sit with yourself and reflect. Whenever those moments come, you start thinking, where do I actually want to build my future? That's why this conversation is relevant anytime, not just at a particular time of the year. When you ask, should I go back? You are not just talking about a plane ticket. You are really asking, where will I grow? Where will I build wealth? Where will I feel at peace and supported? And also, where will I feel like myself again? Let's start with life abroad. For many people, living abroad gives you structure and systems that work. The buses mostly run on time. Your salary arrives when it's supposed to. You know the rules, the laws, and the expectations. And if you are in a profession where your skills are valued, the earning potential can be much higher than back home. But we also have to be honest about something many African immigrants experience, but don't always talk about. Racism is real, sometimes loud, sometimes subtle, sometimes quietly woven into daily interactions. You feel it in the promotions or job you didn't get, the assumptions people make about your abilities, or that feeling of having to constantly prove yourself just to be seen as equal. It may not always be aggressive, but it's there. That sense that you are tolerated, but not fully accepted. For some people, that quiet everyday pressure wears you down more than the bills. And speaking of bills, the cost of living abroad is rising everywhere. Rent is high, childcare is expensive, taxes take a big slice, and even with a good salary, many people feel like they are just working to survive, not to advance. You have the systems, but you pay for them with time, energy, and emotional space. Before we continue, if you are new here, welcome to Cathy Base Africa. We talk about wealth creation, diaspora opportunities, and building a powerful future on the continent. And if this conversation is speaking to you so far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss the next one. Now let's talk about home. Ghana and Africa in general. No place is perfect. Systems can be slow. Service can frustrate you. Things aren't always predictable. And you need real patience. You have to be flexible, creative, and sometimes even diplomatic just to get normal things done. But the opportunities, they are unbelievable. You can start a business with far less capital. You can own land, build property, create assets that grow over time. The continent is young and hungry for success and rising. The diaspora is coming back with skills and capital. Trade and investment opportunities are opening. New industries are emerging. And you get to be part of something that's growing, not just operating. On top of that, Africa gives you something the West can never replace: identity, belonging, culture, family, and that deep feeling of being at home. You don't spend your whole life proving yourself. You don't wake up wondering if you fit in. You simply exist, be yourself without any explanation or apology. So who should stay and who should go? If you decide to stay, you get stability, predictability, strong systems, and clear career paths. Salaries can be higher, exposure is global, and if you are doing well financially, you can build a portfolio faster. However, the cost of living drains your progress. Racism, even subtle, affects mental and emotional wellness. Loneliness is real. Your time belongs to your employer. And physically, emotionally, culturally, some people feel like they are living someone else's life. What if you decide to return home? Here, you can build assets and businesses and multiply your wealth. You can grow faster with less. You have community, culture, and belonging. Your money stretches further, and you get peace, the kind that comes with familiarity. And if you decide to return home, systems move slowly. Income may drop before it rises. You need patience and resilience. Adjusting takes time, and running a business in Africa requires creativity and tenacity. So who should stay abroad? Anyone who is building a solid career with good income. Anyone whose kids are settled. Anyone who is saving and investing consistently. Or anyone who genuinely enjoys the life they have abroad. And who should consider returning? Those people tired of surviving instead of growing. People who want to build a business. People who want land, property, assets. People who want culture and identity for their children. Anyone who feels like their spirit is already back home. Here's a simple way to decide. Ask yourself, where can I actually save and invest? Where does my mindset fit best right now? What do I want the next 10 years of my life to look like? Which place gives me progress, not just routine? And where do I truly feel like I belong? When you answer those questions honestly, the path becomes clearer. Some people will thrive abroad. Some will thrive in Ghana. Some will thrive living between both worlds. There's no right or wrong answer, only the answer that gives you peace and progress. If this helped you think clearly, drop a comment and tell me where you are watching from. And share this with someone who keeps asking themselves the same question. This is Kathy Base Africa. See you in the next one.